Mm. Welcome, welcome, welcome today to our meeting today. Welcome, 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 guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I welcome you today to the daily online seminar. My name is Charles Marcel. I am the host of the daily online seminar, whereby every day by 9 p.m., we gather here to share valuable information that will take you to the next level and also boost your business. So you're welcome. And today is a very interesting day where we're talking about an interesting business opportunity that no matter who you are, no matter what you do, you can latch onto this opportunity and grab it and make great sum of money from it. Yep. Good. Yeah. I believe you can hear me very clear. My video is clear. My audio is loud enough. I believe you can hear me loud enough. Okay. Okay. So, thank you. Thank you. Okay. So let's go straight to the discussion of the day. How to start a foodstuff storage business that gives 300% annually. How to start a foodstuff business, foodstuff storage business that gives minimum 300% annually. Maybe you've been hearing about food storage, you've been seeing people talk about food storage, you know one or two persons that do food storage business. Now, I want to open you up to how you too, you watching me, how you can take this opportunity to make massive money for yourself from now forward. Going forward, you have everything to yourself. So all I want you to do before we get started, all I want you to do is to click, if you're on YouTube, click the subscribe button and also the notification bell. You need to click it so that each time I'm live like this, you can hear me clearly, clearly, clearly. And you can know that we are live and you can join us. Hope you get that. So without spending much of our time, we'll be going straight to the discussion of the day, which has to do with how to start a foodstuff storage business that makes for you a minimum of 300% every year, annually. One thing you need to realize is that you need to know is that food business is big business. Food business is not seasonal. People eat food every day. Whether you're rich, you're poor, every day of your life, you eat food. You eat food. You understand? Every day, you eat food. So, all you need to do is to take the opportunity to grab all we need to do. All you need to do, how you can get involved, get it when it's cheap, get it and where you can get it, and start making a hell of money from it. I hope you get that. Okay, so you need to realize that if you know where to get this food, the kind of food stuff you can get, and how to store them, where to store them, and how to take them to the places you can sell them to make massive return, then it's going to be a plus to you. And guess what? Exactly what I want to do to you. I want to unveil to you the different kind of food stuff you can store, when to get the season of the year you can get them, and where to get them, how to store them, and make good money for yourself. So let's get down to it. Number one. Now, I'll be covering different things. I need to show you my screen. The things we'll be covering. What we'll be covering, actually. Let me show you. There's my screen. 1 minute. Let me show you my screen. Good. I think I have my screen here. Let me show you my screen. Good. This is what we'll be discussing. This is what we'll be covering in this training today. The planting season, things to consider when you want to get started in this business. There are things you need to consider. Number one is the planting season. Number two is the harvest period. Number three is the kind of food you can store. Number four is the best place to source for some kind of products. It's not every food you get in every state. There are some food that are cheaper in some states than other states. Number 5, best market or period to sell this product that you bought, that you stored. Number 6 is the best storage system. Number 7 is the level of competition in this food business. While number 8 is your return on investment, ROI. So going forward now, we're going to go straight to the first point, which is what? Planting season. You need to know when people are planting. You don't just buy anytime. There are times that you buy. It's not every time you buy. There are times that you buy. So once you know the time to buy, then it's going to be a plus to you. So what are the planting season? This planting season is not time you buy. This is when farmers actually go to the farm. And planting season is normally between April, late March into April. The planting have started. People plant from April, May, June, July, up to August. Now that August is now late planting. Is that one will enter into dry season. August, September too. Yes, August, September, people plant. The people that should be like irrigation farming. The people that do irrigation farming. So it goes into late part of the year. Where late part of the year. So between April to July, August, planting season have ended. Planting season have ended. Those that plant August, September, October are actually people that do irrigation farming, or people that are some parts of the country that experience late rains. And so those people can actually they plant up to that period. Now, the second thing you need to consider is the harvest period. There are particular harvest period, that particular period in the month that is harvest period. And this harvest period is between August, depending on it depends on what it is actually. But most of this food we eat, most of them, which like yam, maize even start from July. Maize from July, you start seeing maize. From July, you start, yes, June, July, you start seeing maize. Maize out from June, July, you start seeing maize. And yam from August, you start seeing yams from August. So harvest period is actually between June, July, August, September, October, November, December. This period are harvest period. June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Because the people that plant early, maize is actually 3 months. So people that plant April, May, June, 3 months, they start harvesting. June, July, so like I say June, July, late June to July, August, September, October, November, December, different things are being harvested at this period. So you need to know harvest season. And the thing is that harvest season is the buying season. When they buy, when these people, you see, most of these farmers, once they start harvesting, they need money. They need money. So once they start harvesting, that is when you can start targeting them. That is when you make, you actually see in this business, you actually make money when you buy. Because when you buy, you're buying at a good price. So that when you sell, you make much more profit. You understand? So buying at a very good time is very, very key. It's very, very important. So that is the harvest period. Then you need to know the kinds of food that you can store. The kinds of food you can store. You can store yams, you can store beans, rice, ginger, garlic, dry pepper, this small pepper, which one that's very pepperish. Pepper, dry pepper, vegetables, sesame seed, maize, Irish potato, onion, egusi, red oil, ogbono. Now, these are different things that you can store. These are, if you look at all these things I mentioned, are what we eat like virtual on a daily basis. which rice virtually on a daily basis? Beans, yams, egusi, onion, vegetables, maize. We eat them on a daily basis. They are always in demand from January 1st to December 31st. These foods are always in demand. So that is why you need to look at this food and see how you can take advantage of them. So I just mentioned them. Now, the best place to source for these items I just called. It's not every state you get everything. There are states that, yes, even though most states plant virtually all of these things, but there are states that they farm it in larger quantity and you can get them cheaper because they plant them in larger quantity. So I want to unveil some of these states to you now. Even as I want to go ahead to unveil some of these states, all I want you to do is, if you've not subscribed to this channel, all I want you to do, click the subscribe button on YouTube. That's if you're on YouTube. Click the subscribe button below and also click the notification bell there. The essence of clicking that notification bell is so that whenever I'm live like this, you will get a notification so that you can join us and do well to tell other people about the daily online seminar channel, YouTube channel, so that they can thank you as they come here to learn a lot of things. They will thank you for that. So let's go ahead. What the next point we need to look at is what? Best place to source for this food. The best places to source for this food. Nasarawa, number one, Nasarawa State. Most of these are actually in the northern states, Middle Belt and Middle Belt, that's North Central, some parts of, and the North, not generally, is where these food are being farmed in a larger quantity and they are much far cheaper. So Nasarawa State have rice very, very well. Nasarawa State have rice very well. They also have yams also very well. So you can get rice, you can get yams, excuse me, very, very well from this state. Rice, yam, they farm it very well. Then Benue State, Benue State have lots of yams, also rice, very cassava, very, very well. Then you go down another state, I mentioned Nasarawa, I mentioned Benue, then you go down to Taraba. Taraba to have lots of rice, also maize, they also have maize. And then you come to Plateau State. Plateau State have lots of vegetables and fruits. You see all this cabbage, what again? Irish potato, and different kind of vegetables. You see it on the plateau. In the Plateau State, they have all of this very well. Plateau State have Irish potato and also different kind of vegetables and fruits. They actually, because of the weather conditions, so they have most of all these foreign fruits, you get it on the plateau. Then Kaduna State have ginger, garlic. They have ginger, they have garlic, they also have maize. Yes, ginger, garlic, maize, very, very well. Yobe State have onion, granite. Benue State will have granite very well. Yeah, Benue State have granite very well. Then some far north, we have onion, like Yobe have onion very well, have pepper very well, and what else again? Rice too. They have rice. Kebbi State have rice very well. They have rice very, very well. So some of these are some of the states. Now this is it. These states, you need to actually travel down to this state. If you really want to get into this business and maximize the profit, you don't have to send anybody, except it's your brother, your sister, your relative, somebody, your business partner you trust so well, you can send the person down. You need to do a market survey. I just mentioned the states. There are different local governments in the state. There are different local governments. So you don't just go to the state capital. Most of these things are not available in the state capital. You have to go to the interior, to the state, to the local government. That is where you get you get this in cheap. You go to the interiors. That is where these farmers are, where they have a large scale, where the large scale farming activities is actually being carried out. So you actually need to go to this interior to go and meet this farmer. Now, the best way to buy this product, let me tell you, The best way to buy this product for you to maximize profit is when you go direct to the farmers. Don't buy from the other matchmakers or the middlemen. Those people add a lot of money. You'll be shocked that a bag of maize is no more than 8,000 naira. But these middlemen go down to the villages, buy it and bring it to the market square where you now buy for 12, 13, 15,000. They've already added a lot of money, a lot of money. And when you buy at that 12, 13, 15,000, transporting it down to your state is already costing you between 16, 18, 20,000. So now you see the price of that product have already like doubled or tripled already before you get to your final destination. But if you want to do the business and maximize it, my friend, you need to go to these interiors, to the farmer's house, sit down for their house, talk with them, tell them this is what you come. You're a businessman from Lagos, from wherever you are coming from. Tell them you want to buy in large quantity. You're ready to buy their farm. Now, this is what people even do. You buy the farm before they even harvest. You buy the farm, you buy the crop while it's still there. And that is the best way. Some of them, when they are pressed for money, they give you at a ridiculously cheap price, And you get it at that very cheap price and you make a killing. You just get boys to harvest it, bag it for you. You take your truck, the trailer, take it to the farm place, load it, and off to the states, to Lagos, to Port Harcourt, to Warri, to Ibadan, to wherever you're taking it to, Onitsha and the rest. You take it down there and you make a killing. Because so try to boycott the middlemen. Go down to yourself. Red oil is another business you can store. Beautiful business opportunity. Red oil. Yes, red oil. See, that one is gotten from the eastern and south. You can get that in between Akwa Ibom, Cross River, and the eastern states. You get red oil. They're very rare at a very cheap price. So now, this is how you get it. So go down direct to the farmers. Follow them, enter their farm. When you go there to their farm, you get a lot of things you can get. And you can get it at a ridiculously cheap price because you are saving them the cost of what? You are saving them the cost of transportation and the stress of taking it to the farm, to the village market or to the neighboring village market. And you save them all that stress because you're coming to their house to buy from them. What some people I know, some people have actually told about it, what they do is that, like I said earlier, you go and buy it when it's still growing, when the farm is still doing well, when the farm they just planted is coming up. Some of them, they lack money. You give them money for fertilizer. You give them money for pesticide, for chemical, to buy chemical for the grass, for chemical and for fertilizer. You give them money. So you have bought the farm. See, at that point, you are buying it cheap. So if at harvest, they will sell one tuber of yam, 200 naira. At that period, you might buy it at 100 naira when you're giving them money early, ahead of time. And it's another way for you to what? Get to build a relationship with them because subsequent years, it's another way for you to also get at a cheaper rate, So, and it's a win-win affair. They need the money, you need the crops, you need the food. So they take your money, they do whatever they want to solve their immediate problem, pay their children's school fees, do whatever they want to do with it. And once it's harvest time, they harvest for you and you balance them whatever is remaining. You are happy, they are happy, so you take your product. So at the end of the day, you're getting at a very, very fair, cheap price from the farm place. So that is one thing you need to know. So these are places, these are the different states that you can get the farmers to buy from. Buy from the farmers direct. Don't buy from middlemen. Sometimes some people go to the local village square, local village market. So you're thinking you're even buying at a very cheap price. No, at that price, they've even added something big because they pay for transportation, pick up trucks that will bring it out to them from their farm to the market square. You charge them very well. So if you can take away that stress from them, you get it cheaper. Don't buy from most of the people you even see at the village square, at the village market. They are actually second, third, fourth parties already. They'll buy and add, they call it baranda. They buy and add their 1,000, 2,500 before you know the price have already skyrocketed before you buy it. So try to get to the interiors and buy from the farmers themselves. So that's on that good one. Now, best market to sell your product. The best places I know you can sell and make good money for yourself are actually like the eastern states. Most of these are very expensive in the eastern states and the south states. South generally, these things are expensive there, and they're more expensive when you store them from that August. You get them, you store them. Then by from January, February, when in the peak of the dry season, these things are already very, very expensive. Onion, yes, I remember. Onion comes out March, April. April is the period that onion comes out from the north. So they have their way, they farm it there. So Yobe State and which other state is that? They farm onion very well. So you get that by April, onion is everywhere in the north. So you can buy and store. Onion is something that can give you 500% profit. During that time they are harvesting, you can buy one bag of onion for this 50 kg bag, not the big 100 kg bag. Even the 100 kg bag, you can buy for 6,000 naira. Onion in the north, you can buy for 5, 6, 7,000, between the range of 5 to 7,000 naira. That 100 kg bag, between the 5 to 7,000 naira, you buy one bag. 5 to 7,000 naira, that range, you buy one bag of onion. And let's assume you have 1,000,000 naira. In the range of, if you buy an average of 5,000 naira for one bag, that will give you like 100 bag will give you that's 500K. 200 bag will give you 1,000,000 naira. Now this is it, and you store it. I'm trying to do a clear calculation for you. Do you know there are times that onion get to like 30, 35, 40, 45,000 naira for one bag, a bag you bought for 5K. Now, story one thing with onion is that when you store onion, before it gets, by that period when it start getting more expensive, that period you would have lost lots of bags. So if you store 200 bags, don't be surprised what you get at the end of that period of storage that you want to go and sell it. The bags you will get from the ones that are dried off to the ones that are spoiled, the remaining bags you get, let's say you lose 50 bags, 50%. I want to be very extreme. You will lose 50%. You will lose 50%. So if you buy 200, if you happen to buy 200 bags, so 100 bags will go as spoiled. You know, any little tune, onion gets spoiled and it gets dry. So let's say you lose 50% of the 200 bags, which is 100 bags goes. So remaining 100 bags is a good one. So when taking that 100 bags, something you bought at 5K, taking it to the market at that time, and selling it for minimum of 30K. Do you know how many percent is that? It's 600%. So when you do 30K by 100 bags that is remaining, let me do the maths. 30,000 times 600 bags. Give me a minute. Let me see. Good. 30,000 times 100. That is 3 million naira. Yes, that's 3 million naira. Is what I got. Something you bought for how much? With your 501 million naira, you get 3 million naira. That is 300%. Is it 200% or 300%? That is it. So you make a hell of money from this. And this take between like 4 months maximum, 4 or 5 months maximum. So if your investment of 1 million naira gives you an additional 2 million naira, making your money 3 million naira in the space of 4 to 5 months. Is it a bad business? I don't think so. It's a bad business. So also is so many other of them like that. So the western parts of the western states, also you sell them there. So the southern state generally, from the western, southwest, southeast, south, these places are where you can make huge profit from this storage business. Now, best storage system. I want to look at the best storage system. How do you store this stuff? Now, what you should be looking at, there are warehouses you can rent in these villages. You can rent some rooms. You can rent There are shops in the market, the local market square. They have their own stores that you can also buy and store there, and they have security men. So these are different places you can rent a warehouse. And guess what? Because it's village, so these things are cheap. You say a very big warehouse, it's cheap. You're not pay, if it's something that you pay like 500K in Lagos, in that village, maybe you pay like 70K in the village, because people don't rush them like that. So these are places, so you rent it. And one thing again, I will advise you from experience is try to get a house, a room in a compound where people are living. Get where your storage, where you want to store. Get, if it's your rooms you're renting, get it in a compound where people are living. Maybe from the landlord with his family, a house with a landlord that stay with his family. He has 1, 2, 3 rooms to rent out, and you tell them you want to use it for storage. It's better like that than the one that's just secluded somewhere, it's just by the side. That one, people can easily break in because of theft. They can easily break in. So to avoid breaking and stealing, do it in a compound where people, where there are people, yeah. So that where are people living in there. So that one is better. Even though it might cost you a little bit more, go for those ones for security, for your money, to save your product, to save your money. Now, level of competition. There are several people that do this business, but one thing you need to realize is that food business is good business. Food business is not seasonal. Food business is what everybody eats food. And because everybody eats food, it's a business that moves. Nobody loses in food business, except you don't know when you buy or when to sell. Once you know when to buy, where to buy, how to buy, and when to sell, and how to sell, my friend, you'll be in big business and big profits. So that's what I'm trying to talk about. So try to learn all of this and you'll be happy for this. And irrespective of the number of people involved, there are hundreds of people doing it already before you. So you coming involved, and with this coming into the business, with this idea and strategy I've given you, if you come into it, you're going to make a massive killing. Don't forget, this is a daily online seminar where every day by 9 p.m., Monday through Sunday, every day, we meet here and to share awesome business opportunities, offline, online, like this, that will boost your finances. So go ahead, do me a favor, if you're on YouTube, click the subscribe button and also the notification bell, so that each time we're live like this, you get a notification so that you can come join us so that you won't miss. And also go ahead, tell others about this channel so that they can join us. It's a daily online seminar. And my name is Charles Marcel, the host. So now the last one, number 8, is return on investment, ROI. The minimum you can make in this business is 100%. Look at what Maize did this year. Maize that before Corona, or even during Corona, a bag of maize was 7,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, one bag of maize. But too early this year, do you know how much one bag of maize went to? 21,000. As we speak, maize is still expensive. That's like 300% increment it went. Egusi, as we even speak, egusi. My brother was telling me about egusi when egusi was 15,000 per bag. See, it got to 16,000. He told me, okay, let's buy at this point. We're able to buy some. We said, okay, let's see, maybe it will drop because of the late season farming that day. The late season farming came out and was very good. So we're expecting it to drop. I kept some money aside, so I'm going to buy the egusi to the buy. So I went about doing some other things, my friend. Before I know, the next thing my brother told me about the egusi was, do you know how much? Guess how much? Egusi is already at what? Guess how much? 26,000. I was shocked. From 18,000, between 18,000 to 26,000. While I was still contemplating, if I know 30-something thousand, egusi got to 40-some. Egusi is around 38, 45,000 as we speak now. Between 35 to 45,000, depending on where. Egusi is now expensive as we speak now. This is October 22, 2001. At this period, egusi is very expensive. Although it has dropped because it went to 50,000. but currently it has dropped to 40, is it 43, 45? It has dropped a little. So this is the beauty of the market. When you buy, you store, you sell 100% profit, 200%, 300, 1,000% profit. Oil, that is for, even my friends that did oil business, red oil business, they make big money from red oil. Pepper, you see that small pepper, dried one, that one is a money spinner any day, anytime. That small pepper you see, dried one, is a money spinner any day, anytime in this country. So that one, you see one bag, you can get one bag for like, during harvest period, can get between 15 to 20,000. But guess what? When it's dry season, when it's scarce, they sell it up to 65,000 naira, from 15, 20,000 to 65,000. 300 to 400% increment that people make from it. So this is a huge business opportunity. I've told you what the season of planting. I've told you the season of harvest. I've told you the kind of food you can get in different states, and the state you can get some of this food, and also how you can store them. And again, yes, when you're storing, whatever you want to store, when you get this, always put chemical there, fumigate the place, and put chemical for you against rats, as rodents, and other pests that will also eat up this stuff like beans, maize, guinea corn, and some of these things. Or it disturbs them very well. So you need to get some of these chemicals, spray the room, fumigate the room very well before, and after the fumigation, after some days or a week after fumigation, you now bring in your food stuff and store them there. And in the next 6 months, you don't have a problem with pests disturbing them, with rats and rodents and what is disturbing them. So always make sure you fumigate that place, and don't just bring after fumigation, don't bring it immediately. Allow it for some days, like 1 week. By then, the harsh chemical have gone out or gone off, so you can bring your plants so they won't penetrate into the food, because these are human beings that will eat it. So when you do that, even when you do that in the village, they would know how to guide you. So it's not something, you don't need to bother yourself about it. When you get to that point, there are people that do it. They will guide you, they will fumigate it, they know the right chemical to use, and they will do it for you. So don't bother yourself about that. So if you have between 500 to 1 million naira, this is a good business that you, the good thing about this business is that you can do storage twice a year, and you make 100, 200, 300. See, an average of 300% in a year when you double store in a year, and you make big money for yourself. So this is a business opportunity I've come to share with you today. I want to believe you loved everything I brought to you today. What do you do? It's enough for you to hear. All I want you to do is to take action. No matter how much, you can start with 100,000, you can start with 200, you can start with 1 million, you can start with 10 million, 100,000, you can start something, you know, even 50,000, you can start something. Well, if you start with 50,000, you buy a particular stuff and it's skyrocketed. Imagine, just assume you bought a goosey, you have 50,000, you bought a goosey, which that time I bought it around 18,000. With 50,000, you can buy 3 bags, and they get to 50K, and you said for 50K, that's 150K times 3. Can you see that? So that's what I'm talking about. Maize, what about maize? Cheap. Now maize is dropping. This is period of maize. Maize is coming and people are storing maize, so you can buy and store, you know. So that's what I'm talking about. So take advantage of what I just shared with you. Take action. You think you have any question, drop it or send me a DM. I'll be able to guide you. I have people that do it, I do it. I have people that do it. I'll be able to guide you on how you can get started. I have people that can guide you on how to get started in some of these states, give you proper links and how you can get go about it so you can make huge profit for yourself. I love you and appreciate you hanging out with me every day on the daily online seminar by 9 p.m. daily. So thank you. Do have a nice day. Even as you plan to take action, action is a keyword. Until you take action,